welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be diving into another money-making method. We got some very good options for you guys out here to buy. A lot to cover. If you guys follow all the way through to the end, there's no reason you shouldn't be making 100, 200, 300 million credits. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna be instant, but with these methods, if you're patient and you keep trying, this is pretty much how I make all my money. If we take a peek right now, I have almost 1 billion credits, so obviously to some degree I know what I'm doing, and you guys can do this too. This is pretty much how I spend a lot of my time on Forza. For me, making money as much as possible is one of the funnest parts of the game. I know lots of people use it for the racing, but I don't know, I feel like there's just different aspects to it, and this is more so what I enjoy. So we're gonna get to the festival. Oops, before the festival we got a wheel spin. Nice. Okay, festival time. And today what we're going to be covering is auction sniping. I'm going to be showing you guys lots of cars for beginners. Depending where you are on your auction sniping capabilities, you're going to be able to fit in somewhere in this video. Now at the beginning here, I'm going to be showing you how I do it. I feel like I win a good amount of auction snipes in every video. I generally have a couple, but I'm going to be showing you my tips and tricks that help me win all of these. And when I first started, there was one thing I did that helped me get pretty good at it right away. And what I did is I'd set my max buyout here to 9 or 10,000. And then what I would do is I would just search, back out. Oh, here we go. There is a car up for 8,000. But we can try 11 instead, just so that there's more options here. And as you can see, tons up for 11,000. So what I would do is I would practice going in, double tapping A, and then with the first car, I try to do this as fast as possible, but I'm slowing it down for the sake of the video. What most people do when they're buying a car is they'll actually click on it, they'll go into the auction, and then they'll see this, they can place a bid, buy it outright. This is fine if you're not trying to win auction snipes. I don't really know why they have this aspect in the game. It's kind of outdated. They had it in Horizon 4 too, and it didn't really have a place. But if you'll notice at the bottom, there's an auction options button, and if you press Y, it actually brings up the screen and prompts you to buy it outright immediately without having to load in. Because this, let's be honest, that takes like 3 or 4 seconds, and when you're auction sniping quickly, that can pretty much cost you the car every single time. So what I would practice is going in, pressing Y as fast as possible, going down to buy out, and then just pressing A as fast as possible and trying to get the car. Just practicing that over and over, because it's 11,000. It's not that big of a deal. So you go in, see a car, because when you're auction sniping, that's about how fast you're gonna have to do it, probably even faster. So practice this a bunch. This is the best practice you can get. It's 11,000 to go, not really that big of a deal. And then when you're ready, you can start tackling some of these cars I'm gonna be showing you today. Now the first one I want to dive into, I generally try to keep this one in the videos for this week because I'm going to explain why again. If we go over to my festival, next week this car comes out and everyone can get it. This car's price is going to drop and it's going to be even better. We're going to cover it again once we get there. But currently this car is still selling for 20 million, but people know that this is coming up, so they're trying to get rid of theirs, however many they have, while it's still selling at 20 million, so they can make that profit and then next week get a bunch more and wait for the price to rise. It's actually very smart, but this is our chance to go and get a bunch of these for very cheap, because people see that these are selling for 20 million, and when theirs necessarily don't sell for 20 million, they put it up for lower. So I recommend you could do 6, 7, 8 million. Right now I'm gonna look at 8, and in my last video I got about 3 or 4 of these to show up all within like a minute or 2 of each other. They were very common. I think probably a few more people are auction sniping for these now because I made that video. But that being said, this is an excellent option. And then I do want to cover, there is certain hours of the day where auction sniping is more doable than others, I guess I should say. Sometimes there's just people posting more cars than other times. I don't know what time that is for you. For me, it generally tends to be about 10 a.m. Central. There's a lot of cars posted, and around 6 p.m. Central. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's just when people get off work. I don't know. But those are generally the best times you can go ahead and auction snipe. So this is the first car you guys should be going for today. Get it for 6 or less million credits. Sell it for 20 right away. Don't wait on these. And the next one that's surprisingly been selling, like I know there's a lot posted up, but these actually do sell at 20 million, is our Expo here, the GT4. I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't think this car is that crazy, but again, with most new cars, they tend to skyrocket up to 20 million within the week they're released. So again, with these ones, 5 or 6 million, the price is gonna probably stay at 20 million on these for a little while. So it's safe to go after these, but again, you don't want to be paying more than 6-7 million at the most, because when you sell this, the most you're gonna get is 17 million, because the auction house takes a bit of a cut. If you didn't know that, now you do. That's why you don't get the full 20 million for a car. It's like 2.5. I don't know how much they take. I just know that they do it. It's kind of dumb. Anyways, this one's very good to be searching for, because there's only going to be less and less as the weeks go on, since it was an event specific car. Good one to look for though, since so many people got their hands on it and they're trying to offload it for as much as possible. Anyways, let's get to the next one here. And the next one's actually going to be the Razor here. This one has been selling for 20 million, and there used to be a lot more for sale. There's still a lot, but they're getting less and less common, as you can see. So it's still a good time to go ahead and buy these, because they're not necessarily selling every single time, but as the weeks go on, again, this car is going to get more uncommon. So 6-7 million. With all these cars I've given so far, if you're patient enough and you keep flipping through them, cycling your auctions, something's bound to show up eventually. And think, if you get one of these cars for 5 million and you sell it, make like a 15 million profit, how long does it take you in the actual game to make 15 million? It's quite a long time. So if you can get one every 5 to 10 minutes, it's excellent. You're going to be making tons of money, but we got a few more to cover here. And this car right here is actually slipping under a lot of people's radar, because it's selling just below the 20 million mark, which is kind of cool. So lots of people, what they'll do is they'll go and look at what's selling for 20 million and they'll auction snipe for this. But since the 4Runner is slightly below that, it's not showing up for a lot of people to search for. Therefore, no one really knows to auction snipe for this car right now, but there's so many of these up for sale. And since it was an event specific car, some of these are selling for 15 million. That's unbelievable. You could technically buy the 15 million one, resell it at 19 million, still make like 1 to 2 million every single time. Me personally, I don't think that's worth it. What I would do is, you could even go as high as like 9 or 10 million here, but again, I'm gonna stick to like 7 million and search for these cars, because since they're only selling for 19 million, people are going to put that up for a lot less than that, just because they don't see it as that much of a loss. They think this car is going to go down in price, but in reality, it is going to keep rising, since they're only going to get more and more uncommon. There was a point a few weeks ago you couldn't even find one of these cars in the auction house, but here they are. Super good car to search for right now, and no one really knows to do it. Anyways, boys, that's going to be it for the cars for this video, at least. Now, I have been spending a lot of time trying to find another car that's going to give us good wheel spins, whether it be one that we have to auction snipe and then sell for later. I'm putting in a lot of time trying to find one, because Forza likes to do their thing where they give us one and then they take it away about a month later. I don't really get it. It doesn't really hurt their business at all to have us have unlimited auction or wheel spins. Either way, they like to take them away, so I'm trying to find the best option for us to get those back, and I'll let you guys know. I'll make a video as soon as I do, so that will be coming eventually. Anyways, if you made it through to the end, let me know down below. As always, we'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.